ratzinu, v'hinei ein zo agada. We, all of us, have willed it, and it is no longer a mere dream.
And it's these students who are willing to dedicate morning, early morning, till late at night for 8 weeks this summer, and God willing, and with your help, in a year full time for a year-round yeshiva, those students are representing the vanguard of this dream.
I think what's so exciting about our time here is the desire to fuse these two things. And so my prayer really is that we are able to balance these two things, this keva and this kavanah, as we like to talk about it.
My name is Judy Herbstman. I am 23 years old, and I came to Yeshivat Hadar to develop the skills I need to explore Judaism. For me, when I came in, the first time I saw a page of Talmud, I looked at it and it basically looked like chicken scratch. So that if you were reading something in another language whose letters you could decipher but whose words you couldn't, it wouldn't have occurred to me to try and read it or to think that it was possible for me to understand what the words were saying.
We make a serious investment in our students, in time and in intensity. And we believe and have seen that those students pay out on a larger scale when they go back to their communities.
That he's thankful that
Towards the beginning of the summer, I was talking with my dad about what it means to learn Gemara. And he said, "Are you doing this in English?" And I said, "No." He said, "Oh, so in Hebrew?" And I said, "Yeah, in Aramaic." And he said, "How in the world are you doing that?" And it was this really cool moment to realize that I had thought the exact same thing a week earlier.
My name is Andres Wilson, or Amitai Natan. I'm 25 years old, and I came to Hadar to make up for lost time. Well, I wasn't born Jewish. I was born with a Jewish neshama, but not of a Jewish mother, and I converted fairly recently. Hadar makes it easier because it's it's a place where you can feel comfortable like wherever you're at, and it's still very observant. I think one of the most powerful moments of the summer, which happens almost every day, is when you're learning something with a chavruta and it was like really difficult, and you've both been agonizing over understanding something, and then at the last moment you get it, and that's like a beautiful moment. You just, you look each other in the eyes, and then there's like this high five, and it's just a powerful moment.
My name is Rebecca Ennen, and I'm almost 26, and I came to Yeshivat Hadar to get the Jewish education that I didn't get when I was younger. I have a zest for engaging with other people's, like the way that they think about religious practice and think about religious texts and think about their way that they would connect to God. I'm like, we'll have a certain shiur on a subject, and someone's on the other side of the room, and I look at them and go, I know what her response is going to be to this, and that feels very supportive and intellectually challenging, because I think, well, I have my response, I have my way I'm thinking, but given what I know this other smart person is going to say, like, where are they going to push me, and how am I going to push them, and that is great.
One of the ways in which I would measure the way the program succeeds over time is that conversations that were impossible in week 2 or 3 actually are not only possible but celebrated by the students in week 6.
We are about skills, meaning, and community. The skills that you get here allow you to become an empowered, learned Jew. The meaning that you find in the texts give you that hunger to continue learning and become an active Jew. And the community that's built here gives you a model about what it means to live in a Jewish community in the modern world. The power of a year-long program is that we will finally have the space and the time to invest in students in such a significant way that the end result of that year will be powerful transformations across the American Jewish community. The possibilities are boundless.
Yeah,